Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning back in for part 3. This is a WR240 1985. It done the Enduro 6 days back in 1985. This was a team bike, so Husqvarna obviously had them all set up for the team. Slowly getting there now. Just got to take the radiator off and the exhaust and the electrics off and refit the radiators and refit the hoses. And then once I've done, put the radiators on, I can put the electrics all around the hoses all nice and tidy. But I've just somewhat done the electrics now, so we've got the rear light, front light horn, kill switch and that. All the plastics have been somewhat dry fitted. We've got the graphics here, and I think the tank is going to let the bike down a little, but I've got a graphic that will kind of wrap around the tank just to try and hide it a little, but I think it will still look a little bit messy, but it's all you can do really. I think spending £700 on a new tank is a bit ridiculous really, so make do with what you've got. Well, try to anyway, but like if you want to totally restore a bike at this age, I think it's quite important that the bike has some kind of story around it. There's no point buying a cheap bike like this off eBay for 800 quid, which looks a mess like I started with, and then going out and spending all the money on it, because you're not going to see your end investment. So this here, it's more of the story, and not only that, it might be doing the 6 days in 2020. So it's just going to be kind of down by the same rider as well. So that's going to be pretty interesting about it. So it's more of a story, so the frame and engine is the same one as he done, same as he rode in the 6 days in 1985. Yeah, you won't make like the KX500, like, to be honest, I spent the amount of hours I spent on there getting that to look like that. I don't think I'd break even by selling it, to be honest. I might make a little bit of money, but everything is throughout new on that, you know, so that's completely mint by. Same as this really, you know, we've only taken, like, so we've got the old tank on there, got new plastics, and we're going to use 2 of the old plastics anyway. But if you wanted to go down that road of completely restoring a typical bike like this, you're going to struggle a lot. Plastics are hard to get, and even if you do find plastics, they're remoulded plastics, and they don't fit as nice as the OEM ones back in the day. So I'll show you around now, so I can show you where I'm at. So if you remember this exhaust pipe, this was well and truly beaten. So I got the dents out of it best as I can. There's still some shines, but it's the original pipe that was on the bike, so that's key of keeping it on there like that. Here we've got the kickstart. This is all looking nice now, nice and tight. Here I put this bracket on here. Original had a piece of rubber that went in there and then it sat against. I didn't like that, but having that like that, I just popped a bit of a dowel hole, a locator in there, so it'll sit against there, and it's got it nice, and it just tidies up. But this has been designed for a steel kickstart, so if you bought a aftermarket kickstart, it would slot in there nice. But them aftermarket kickstarts are about £350, and I had the old one, and all I done is re-sleeved the centre part and obviously just put it back together, like, as simple as that. They're all starting to look very clean and tidy now. We've got the rear shock there. So I sprayed the body all black. It's just like, if I was going to send it off and get it re-anodized and all that, that would have been another month waiting for that to come back. Kickstart, side stand, just a nice simple little. This was again the original one that was on it, so I wanted to keep it on it. And it's just a KTM kickstart rubber, kickstart side stand. And the wheels, you've seen the wheels, there's the exhaust. So if you remember this in the first video, It was all manky on the edge here, and we just shortened it off, and then we re-anodized the cap there so it all looks nice and tidy. Rental handlebars. All looking very nice here on this side now. So this rear brake lever was a bit of a pain to get this to sit somewhere near nice. So we put these aftermarket wide foot pegs on there. I'm not particularly happy about them because not only does the foot peg doesn't actually pivot now, I had to adjust this to get this in line, because as before this pedal was down here and the original peg is a lot shorter, so it can fold up round. So I'm not happy about that. I wish I put the KX500 modification on there, you know, just put the KTM peg on there and put a modern peg on there. Nice new clutch saver. And then you've got the barrel. Nice ignition case here. This will take a lot of heat out of the engine as well, so by putting that on, especially if you're running an air-cooled motor, it's well worth putting a alloy one of these on, because it will just take the heat out of the engine and disperse it quicker. Barrel's looking nicer. This is electric, so I've got to tidy this up yet, but I've got to take all this off because I've got these hoses which are going to be a nightmare trying to get in there around there, so I need to take all the electrics off to put them all back on nice and tidy. But we've got spark there now, and made a nice bracket up in the top there, so that will all go in situ nice. We put a modern front brake on there. The reason being is because you couldn't get the old levers anymore, so I thought, well, why not just put a new Brembo master cylinder on there and be done with it. And not only that, we should have slightly better braking power as well, because the cylinder inside is bigger than the standard one, so there'll be more of a touchy brake, and it has a brake light switch on it. Headlight wires, got the connector there, got the horn and kill. This plate here is off the original one that he rode, so we thought we'll take that off and we'll polish it up and stick it on this one. Why not? It's been on the bike for the last 35 years, and it can carry on being on the bike for the next prolong of his life. We put titanium studs and titanium nuts on the front here, because this is like a service part again, so we'll be getting a lot of use there, so you won't have a problem with corrosion, and yeah, finishes off quite nice. So that's pretty much how I'm, pretty much where I am. Got the graphics there, side panels, rear fender, got the seat and the tank, got some nice graphics there, and that's when it was last rode in the 6 days, and that's who rode it, Alec Williams. So there we go. Thank you for watching part 3. And I hope you tune back in for part 4, and it'll hopefully be this, all back together and running. Cross my fingers. So now all I've got to decide now is what bike I'm going to do for 2020. So I can't quite make my decision on that yet. So thanks for watching, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down. Not fussed either way. And yeah, try and subscribe to my channel so you get more of a update on when the new videos come out, and you get to see the finished result with all the plastics and the tank and the graphics all on there, and it should look a real smart bike. So again, thanks for watching. See you on part 4.